Remember last time we talked about the greenhouse effect, which is a phenomenon that suggests that heat is trapped within the atmosphere, which can result in global warming. So today we're going to be talking about the solutions to reduce the greenhouse effect. So carbon tax should be paid on amount of heat released with generating of electricity. So here they're telling us that the carbon tax should be paid on amount of heat released with generating of electricity. So basically, when you are generating electricity in power stations or in power plants, there's a certain amount of heat that is released, and that heat will be able to be trapped in the atmosphere, and that will be able to cause the greenhouse effect. Therefore, if carbon tax is paid, the generating of electricity if carbon tax is paid for the generating of electricity, therefore it will reduce the greenhouse effect. So there should be an increase in the amount of public transport. Remember that you say that the emission of carbon dioxide is also a route to the cause of the greenhouse effect. So the increase in amount of public transport will reduce the greenhouse effect. But then how? So remember that cars have got exhausters, so those pipe-like structures in the cars that emit smoke, basically it's smoke. It's not public transport, so that's trying to say that if we use public transport, we'll limit the use of our individual cars. So if we all use our individual cars, we'll be able to emit more carbon dioxide from our cars, and then that carbon dioxide is going to be trapped in the atmosphere, causing the greenhouse effect to be possible. Therefore, the increase in public transport, people will be now taking more of the public transport and not using their cars. So the decreased speed on the road. So if you are increasing the speed, that goes hand in hand with the increase in the amount of public transport. So if you are increasing the speed on the road, therefore you'll be able to emit more carbon dioxide from your car, and then that will be trapped in the atmosphere. Then you have the decreased fertilizers for agricultural use. So fertilizers also contribute to this phenomenon of the greenhouse effect. So the fertilizers they make a contribution in the greenhouse effect in some way, but then we're not going to discuss that today. But then the last point says we have to decrease the production of CFCs. Remember when we talked about the damage or the depletion of the ozone layer, we talked about the use of the CFCs, the chlorofluorocarbons. If you didn't understand that video, you should just rewind to it. So we're talking about the chlorofluorocarbons. So these contribute a lot in the damage of the ozone layer. Therefore, the damage of the ozone layer goes hand in hand with the phenomenon of the greenhouse effect. Therefore, the decrease in production of the CFCs will be able to limit the greenhouse effect. So, thank you for watching.